Good morning. Just want to quickly come up here and say that if you are living in Albergue and it is dark like this and walking through dark areas, try and just wait until you've got a pilgrim or a couple of pilgrims in front of you and you have a torch lamp on your head, and so therefore you're not alone. Like there's always somebody ahead of you that's wearing a torch light, and you then can follow them, because violence is gendered and it's usually a guy attacking a girl. You'll be fine, but to be extra careful, just make sure that you are not the one forging alone ahead, first one out, if you know what I mean. If you are alone especially, I'd be careful. So just like wait until you've got another pilgrim that you can kind of walk behind, and make sure that pilgrim is either a couple of people or a guy. Okay, that's just the way it is, and then you can follow them, especially if you're alone. I think most solo travelers try and pair up or get into a bit of a small group so that there is safety in numbers, but just never can be too careful, especially when it's dark. So ladies, especially people who are traveling alone, who are feeling vulnerable, take heed. Anyway, that's one of the things that Nora, the hospitalero back at the Albergue Santa Cruz, told me, and I think that's definitely great advice. And she's so lovely. Before I left, she gave me a little crochet Celtic symbol. That's because I bought a couple of items for the hospitalero to contribute to the meal last night. I think not much. It doesn't cost me much at all, but they so appreciate it. So be kind to hospitalero. They do work really hard, volunteers one especially the volunteer ones. I can't recommend highly enough the Albergue Santa Cruz. Okay, hang in there guys, go in there. Alright, talk later. Hang on.
Okay.
So there's two routes. Yep.
Yeah, but this is the one we're on, the Camino Principal. Okay.
Yeah. It's the original one, so that's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then that's tomorrow's destination.
We've come across a vegetation patch full of beets. I'm going to do a challenge for 8 ways with beets. 8 ways cooking with beets, okay? Number 1, put it into a blender and throw into a pancake mix with ricotta cheese. Number 2, serve it with radishes, tomatoes in a drizzle of olive oil and vinaigrette. Number 3, stir fry with garlic and toss it on a bed of rice. Number 4, is it 4 or 5? 4. Boil some soup with bones and throw the beets in and create a lovely side dish. 5? Oh, 5. Pickle them, okay. Pickle them with vinegar, water and sugar, store it for 5 days, shake it well and serve it with a side of sandwich. Number 6, drizzle olive oil, sea salt and put them in the oven. It might taste like crap, but it's an option. Number 8, roll them with rice paper rolls dipped in Vietnamese fish sauce. Number 8, running out of ideas now. Put it into a smoothie and drink it first thing in the morning. Number 9, add it as a last minute additional vegetable after you fried your chow mein. And number 10, stir fried with char siu pork and serve it with rice for your family dinner. There you go, 8 or 10 ways with beets from the Camino. Okay, so I'm here with Jenny from Australia, who is walking with us to the next village. Jenny, how's your Camino going so far?
Oh, it's been going really well. It's definitely a challenge to walk every single day.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. And what are your thoughts about the Camino? Because I know you've been researching it for a while, and I know it's been on your radar for about a couple of decades.
So it's been on my bucket list for a very long time, and it's different, but you know the world is different as well. So just being able to accept and flow with the changes that comes along with the influx of people who want to do the Camino.
Yes, that's
And
right.
so now there's just so many people compared to when I first put it on my bucket list. So
Yeah.
it's just different.
Yeah, and I think the word is a bit more structured, right? You were saying, and I agree with you,
yes.
because I guess because there are so many people on the path, on the way, that you're forced to, in order to survive, to do certain things, right? Like
Yes.
having to book
Yes.
accommodation.
Accommodation. I always carry in my and actually in my backpack some items in case I don't make it to the accommodation. But
yes.
yeah, it's just a little. I think that's being an Aussie, though. You know, our environment is a little different, where there's lots of villages all the way along on the Camino, so you might have to just get a taxi or walk another 5Ks to get
Yes.
accommodation.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
I've definitely changed with the influx of people that have come onto the Camino.
Why do you think it's become so popular?
I think because our world is so structured and people want to
Escape, maybe, yeah?
escape that and just have time out of
Yep.
you know doing the same thing, even though the Camino is the same thing every single day.
Yeah.
It's different. It's not the pressure that comes along with that we apply to ourselves in our everyday life.
Yeah,
I think.
that's very wise words there, Jenny. Tell me a little bit more about your Camino preparation. Did you find issues picking the right gear, or were you pretty much, there's a list and you could just kind of hit them all?
I already knew not to take very much.
Yep.
And even though I have very little, it's still probably too much.
Right.
In hindsight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably brought too much technology. The weight in it is just probably a little bit too much.
Oh, what is too much technology?
Well, so I bought a power pack and
Yep.
and it's actually quite heavy.
Yeah.
Because I thought my phone, at home, my
Yep.
phone would run out of power.
Yep.
By the time, after 3 or 4 hours taking photos and stuff like that. So I bought a power pack, but I didn't need to, and it's and I brought a digi gimbal, which
Oh, right.
it's rained for 8 days, so so I've carried that thing for 8 days without having been able to use it. But it's just little things like that they do add weight.
Yes, technology gadgets definitely do.
Yeah.
So just to maybe rethink and tweak a bit. But it's hard, isn't it, when you want to be sure that you're going to survive and you need them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jenny. Really appreciate your time talking with us, and I know that some of your comments will help some people who are thinking about doing the Camino.
Yeah, come do it.
Oh, there you go. You've heard it first from Jenny. All right, thanks, Jenny. Okay, bon Camino.
Yeah. I probably only have 1 hour of holidays.
After this, it's like, Jenny, you're not allowed to go on any more holidays. You've taken 8 weeks. When you get back from here to the end of the year, you've got 1 hour leave.
Yeah.
This is what we are doing because I have lost the nozzle and the lovely girls are helping me. Okay. Well, I have somehow lost the nozzle of my water bag or camel bag, and then when I went to take a sip, it started to leak. So Missing nozzle means a useless water bag. Thank God I have a bottle with me, like a spare bottle, so I'd emptied what's left of my water into the water bag, and now I am a bottle carrying pilgrim, which is fine. I mean, that was my original intent anyway. However, having the nozzle and the camel when you've got poles was immensely helpful. I didn't have to take off my pack, but this is something that I need to check myself on, because I was worried that Margaret and Jenny were waiting for me outside the Albergue this morning because they came from another Albergue. I was rushing, didn't do the final equipment check, and the nozzle wasn't completely inserted properly, and then so this has happened. So all my life I need to have this imprinted in front of me all the time, and that is slow down, Em, because you will run into trouble when you don't. Might see if I can get another nozzle in Leon, which is a couple of days away. In the meantime though, I am just so grateful that today the weather hasn't been so bad. Like yesterday was horrific because it was so hot yesterday. Today we're walking 18 k's. It is early in the morning though, so I shouldn't speak so soon, but it's coolish, not that arid, dusty, dry, throat choking kind of walk that was yesterday. I can tell you that yesterday when I came into Albergue, Santa Cruz, which is fast becoming one of my favourite accommodation. It's run by Benedictine nuns, but the Hospitaleros, it's non-religious, but it is attached to the nuns, the Benedictine nuns. Were so welcoming. A lovely Irish man and a lady, I think she's from the UK. Anyway, Nora and John, Nora's husband too, was doing the reading at the Mass, and a team of beautiful volunteers. And then they had a Mexican lady who was volunteering at the Albergue for 3 months. It just makes me feel like maybe it's something that I could do once I've retired, because as John said in his closing remarks after that beautiful pilgrim meal, which I'll talk a little bit more about later, he said, for us, being Hospitalero is an honour because, I'm going to go off a little bit into religion, but he said, when you welcome pilgrims, you are modelling an example of Christ. There you go. I thought that was interesting. It's certainly a motivator for a lot of people to volunteer, because after we have lived our lives and are in retirement mode, I guess we want to give back. And if you've walked the Camino, at the end of the road, at the end of the day, you feel like death. And so when you have these beautiful, freshly laundered Hospitaleros welcome you with a genuine smile, not a money-making kind of thing, and not someone who's jaded and tired and surly and sick of seeing pilgrims, but genuinely say, welcome, you are fine now, have a seat, here's a drink, have a bit of a candy, you are going to be fine. That is something, that is quite powerful. And you see humanity in that. And for the pilgrim that just crawled in, looking up to the face of the kind volunteer Hospitalero who are doing God's work, I guess, you think, divinity. Anyway, that's my little spiel today, connecting my lost water tube to volunteering Hospitalero one day. We are now passing through a cornfield. You realise now that I'm going to have to give you 8 ways with corn. Corn number 1 recipe. corn dip. Apparently you can buy off-the-shelf corn relish in Australia, that is, but I'm sure other parts of the world. Mix it with cream cheese and serve it with crackers. Number 2, with chicken soup. Boil up some chicken soup and throw some corn in. Serve it with a dashing of spring onion. Number 3, corn fritters. Want some pancakes? No, say no. Say corn fritters. Served with maple dripped bacon on the side. Number 4. Okay, let me think. Okay, I know, tacos. Serve some tacos, Taco Tuesday, making sure that corn is a part of that condiment. Where are we up to? 5? Oh my goodness. Okay, popcorn. Corn can be made for popcorn. You want your favorite movie? Maybe you want to watch the movie. Serve some popcorn. Recipe number 6. Oh, okay. Okay, number 6. I know, muffins. That's right. You can serve corn with muffins. That's going to provide a bit of a savoury bent to your brunch, but certainly they can go with the corn fritters. Number 8. Oh, okay, something. What can we do with corn? Throw it on the barbecue. It's Sunday and your mates are coming around to talk about how your Camino went. Throw a couple of corn on the barbie, serve it with prawns, a couple of snags or steak, and talk up a real slideshow. Therefore, you will be encouraging them to go and find their own fields of corn. That's it. 8 ways with corn from the Camino. Oh, how lovely. Crocuses. I have to Google that. They're the purple flower. It's a little arch in the pathway full of stickers. No risk, no story. Oh, okay. That's a nice little statement, isn't it? That's a very big Albergue. Maybe it's time for a smoothie, eh? Or a coffee. Coffee. Lightweight to coffee. Beautiful flowers. Nice one, guys. This is the Albergue. I think this is the only town. Sorry, this is the only stop before we get to town where we're staying. So I'm definitely coming here for a coffee. Always get an orange juice if you see this kind of machine. Yeah, freshly squeezed. Some people's backpacks make me smile. This is one of them. Walking into the next town. Oh, I've just had an egg omelette and it was such a big one that I had to cut in half and take it away with me. I am not going to spend any money today. Maybe I might get a peach, but that's it. I have spent too much the past few days, to be honest, and I think I need to take a careful audit of my budget, because I guess I should have known better that breakfast was going to take me back 10 euros. It was 9:30, and it's a bit too much for breakfast. I think sometimes I don't eat enough for dinner and then I'm really hungry the next day, but I usually try and keep my cost to about 50 euros a day, which is doable, you know, if you're staying at Albergue. I'm here with Gia and Margot, a mother-daughter team. You are my first mother-daughter interview.
Oh,
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And they're from Netherlands. So tell me a little bit about your Camino experience and what's like walking with your daughter and vice versa, perhaps.
So I walked it in 2015. I walked the whole Camino from Saint-Jean, Pied-de-Port, and and I met many mother, daughters, and fathers and sons.
Oh,
and it's
right.
such I dreamt about it, so I'm very blessed to now walk
Yes.
it in. We walk it in parts. We walk it in
Oh,
parts.
okay.
And we dedicate it to our female ancestors. The ones, so I lost my two sisters.
Oh,
and,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
My two sisters and my mother and my grandmother. So we walk for them.
Oh.
And then this is the next generation. So it's
Oh
like
dear, that's
so we're
so,
very blessed.
that is so
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah.
And Margaret, how are you feeling about this? It's Margaret, is it? No.
Magali.
Magali, sorry.
It's an experience. All the caminos have been very different. This one is also very different.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, fantastic. I love that you're devoting it to women. You know, it's and it's important for that kind of connection. You know, from one generation to another. Yeah, that's so
What
beautiful.
I found out also is like when I walked in 2015, there were more men walking.
Oh,
The
interesting.
percentage, if you look at the percentage, it was more like I think 53% were men, and if you look at the statue, it's all
Males,
men.
yes.
And,
why?
and
Oh, well,
then-
we know why.
And then I came to so later we will
Yeah.
have this really clear female modern pilgrim like you. It will be like a perfect pilgrim. Very nice.
Later on down the track, is it?
On the track, it's like I don't know exactly where it
Yeah.
is anymore, but it's sitting on the
Yes.
bench. It's
Oh,
beautiful. You have to
I
catch it.
have to catch that because that is a rarity here.
It's a
There's so many
rarity.
male,
But
masculine
if you look at
images.
this- yeah, but if you last year
Yeah.
we had one in Hontanas.
Yes, yes.
We had this beautiful
Yes.
table dinner.
Yes.
And on one side there were men, and on one side was women.
Oh.
And it had one woman more.
Oh.
So then I thought, like, oh, maybe I have to check the statistics again.
Yeah.
And it changed. It's now like 52% is women.
Oh, isn't that
So we are
interesting?
more now.
That's
we are
good.
more. The women are more.
That is
Isn't it
well, I find that there's a lot of solo walkers who are women too, which is very encouraging, and that says a bit something. That says a story too, right?
Yeah.
So basically, any tips for anyone that wants to walk the Camino from your perspective?
Oh, I think it's a journey of a lifetime, and for
Yes.
some it's one,
Yes.
and for me it's more than
Yes,
one.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
we stayed at a beautiful Albergue, and he gave me the promise to walk with my grandson or granddaughter.
Oh,
so
lovely.
I thought like, oh, that I didn't even dream about that,
Yeah,
but now I'm
sure.
dreaming about that.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But,
lovely.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So and the tips I would give to people like just don't rush it.
Yes,
Because
so good.
if you rush it, you want to go back.
Isn't that true? Yeah.
And also in memory, where I was very rushed and tired, I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything.
It's a blur.
It's a blur. So people will, it's a blur. But it's
Yeah.
still their Camino.
Yeah.
It's for everybody. Nobody can prepare for the Camino.
no.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But so not too heavy.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
too
yeah.
heavy. This.
Correct.
That's my best. And then be okay that somebody else is totally different than you are.
different experiences.
She's totally different than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, any tips from you?
To not push your boundaries to catch up with people.
Oh,
Just
God, so true.
because
FOMOs, lots of FOMOs.
lots of FOMOs, but it's just kind of do your own
Do
thing.
your
and
own
then-
thing. Yeah.
Well, the people you're meant to meet at a different point or after a few days, you'll see them, and if not you.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time to do the interview. How do you spell your name?
GEA.
And you?
Magali.
Beautiful. Thank you, ladies. That's
what is your
great.
name?
My name is Meilin, but people call me M. But here's one thing I will say about the
How do
women.
we find it?
Oh, I will send it to you in a second, stylishly.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of Mary, the Virgin, figures on this trip, more so than Jesus, no?
Yeah.
Like all the cathedrals are named after her.
Yeah,
Isn't
all
that
the-
interesting?
All the first, because yesterday we were in
There's a lot of
the
her
Virgin-
figures, yeah.
But
So
that was the only
why?
that was also interesting because yesterday we were at Sahagun. We went up like
Yeah,
the half point,
yes.
and there you have the Pellegrino Virgin.
Yeah,
Did you make a picture of that?
I did.
Yeah.
I love that. That building was beautiful. Yeah.
So it's the statistics.
She looked
are
like a
even
doll.
look so it's changing.
Yeah.
And we want to get because I always thought like it's amazing that the Camino that there's so many men, and but the thing is this is the only safe for us. It's very safe to
It's
walk.
safe, yeah,
It's
except
very
for a
safe
couple
to
of
walk.
incidents,
We
but
have-
it is safe. Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao. yeah, I understand. All right, I'll let you go. I'm so sorry to take so much time, but
No,
thank
it's
you for
fine.
that.
We're
yeah.
going to look for the
Nice. think it's this way. Yes, there we are. Yes. Hola. Hello. Hi, beautiful. Beautiful art. Oh, a proper good morning to everyone. How are you all? It's just gone 10 o'clock. We've left Sahagun about 8 kilometers ago. We've still got about 10 to go. Walking a 19k day today from Sahagun to Albergue Ranero. How's my Spanish? It's a top of 24 degrees. When we left, it was a lovely 10 degrees. And it is September the 20th, I believe, today. I just met and interviewed a mother-daughter team of pilgrims, lovely Gia and Margellas. I hope I've said that name right. Oh, look. It says 331 kilometers to Santiago. Can't believe it. Yes, yesterday we parked past the halfway mark. I had a really bad day yesterday. It was really challenging, and I think probably was drinking just one glass too many the night before, and just didn't prepare myself properly in the morning, rushing out. Wasn't very hydrated. Didn't drink much yesterday, and of course, today I've got a water bladder issue in the sense that it's kaput. Like I lost the nozzle basically, and so it's leaking, and I'm gonna have to get a new nozzle. Anyway, I've got 500 ml with me, which should be fine. I'm going to head to the next town and figure out how I'm gonna fix that water bladder, or just turf it and get another one at Leon or whatever. Anyways, talking about the lovely team of mother and daughter who's just behind me, about a K back. She was saying that she's noticed that there's more women on the trail now than when she did about 10 years ago, I think. This figure is pretty much 50-50, except women are creeping up. 52% of women now, that she read in a figure somewhere. 52% women are doing the Caminos. What does that say? So I think if you are interested, the gender is balanced, and go on your own, because you will make friends, and especially the first one, go on your own. That's what I'm doing. I was so scared. Remember, I think I posted a clip on the train on the Camino school thinking, God, I'm really, really dreading this. Had a bad feeling about it, but here I am halfway, and doing okay. My feet are good today. I think, again, it's going to get hotter, so I just want to make sure that I finish 8Ks before it gets too hot, because I can't find my sunscreen. I think I may have packed it deep in my bag, which would be a nuisance to try and dig it up. Always have your sunscreen handy in your bum bag or on the side pocket. I am trying to catch up with Margaret. Seriously, that woman is a machine, and she's got Jenny with her, which means those two are machines. And I'm like huffing and puffing because I just did a quick interview. Anyways, I think if I was going to write a book, if possibly it's going to be called Keeping Up with Margaret. Remember I was telling you when I was walking down from the Pyrenees that I've got a title? Well, it might be replaced with Keeping Up with Margaret. That might be a little bit more accurate. Anyways, why am I trying to keep up? One of the things that the mother-daughter team, the mum gear, said that I thought was really, really interesting was that she said also that you should never rush when you're doing the Camino. Because let's face it, if you rush, you can't remember anything. I tend to rush a bit. One, I've got short legs, and two, it's survival, isn't it? It's like especially when you don't have the best equipment. Like for the life of me, I can't get the Buen Camino map to cooperate. So I'm relying on Google Map, but still staying on the Camino path when I'm not, when I don't have other pilgrims that can just, follow. Usually we go to the same stage. My average is really like 20 Ks a day. Of course, I have gone on 31 days, but in any case, it's a good piece of advice. Don't rush, guys. I'm trying not to rush. I'm trying to still my mind and have faith that I will get there. So yeah, I think that's something that I need to think about the next few days, is just to slow it down a bit, because I am now entering the second half of my Camino, and while I do have a couple of answers, a couple of questions are still needing a bit more of a reflection. May I film? Yeah? Oh, thank you. Oh, hello doggies, hello. Are you going to Santiago?
Sí.
Oh no, you're going to Saint Jean?
Jusqu'à Irun, là.
Okay, Buen Camino. That pilgrim is my hero. Somebody who's obviously got the whole world, his whole possession on his back, with 3 dogs. Seriously, right? And he's going backwards too. I'm sure he must face a lot of questions, and I probably add to that, but I didn't want to slow him down by asking him anymore. Just that I really admire people who walk backwards. So I reckon that's in my future, guys. Would you like to see that? A backward Camino? Not in the next few years though. But maybe one day. No promises. Hola! Are you peregrino?
Hola.
Are you peregrino? No. Walking. Oh, okay. Buen Camino.
Yo vivo en este pueblo.
I don't understand. I'm Australian.
Vine
Burgo Ranero.
Tú vas para Burgo Ranero.
Go to Santiago.
Santiago.
Yeah. Sí.
Pero pararás para comer y dormir, ¿no?
yeah. Gracias. Okay, bye-bye. My Spanish is so rubbish. I really need to do something about that. Aren't they beautiful? Isn't he beautiful? He was carrying the pack for his partner. Oh, so divine. I don't know if they're husband and wife. He looks a bit young, but hey, why not, eh? And yeah, that's so lovely, because one pack is quite enough, but 2 packs, wow. So bless them, that's great. Oh, someone has left a prayer here. Therefore, don't worry, saying, what will we eat, or what will we drink, or what will we wear, for it is the Gentiles who strive all these things. Okay. I just thought of something very profound, and it's about coffee. I reckon, I used to think that in Spain, the reason why the coffee is not similar to the ones that we have, which is famous, it is famous in Melbourne, the coffee in Melbourne is famous worldwide, I think it is, I hear it is that it's not just the milk. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes it is the UHT milk that some operators use, but I think it's really the coffee beans. Like, where do Spanish people get their coffee beans from? We import them from all around the world. You've got Ethiopian, you've got Colombian, you've got, all sorts. So the question is, to make a really good coffee, you have to have the right beans, the right color, the right smell, the right taste, of course, but the right temperature, and then milk has to be done in a way so that you get that perfect cup of coffee, or in this case a latte, or my go-to, which is a Melbourne flat white. Here the cafe con latte, which could be, you know, the sister to a flat white, it doesn't taste the same. So the question really is, it's the beans and the milk. I have decided. The other thing too is, because I'm not getting that sort of coffee that I love, I guess, and sorry, I do apologize for anyone that might be offended by that. I don't mean to be critical, is that I think going in and asking for Americano is a little bit, I don't know, maybe bordering on perhaps not being respectful. I don't know, because why is it an Americano, you know? Maybe I can change it to an Australiano. No, really, it's fine, but I don't know, maybe I should just have espresso, because that's the origin of coffee, isn't it, in Italy, and espresso is an Italian word. So, but an espresso is too small, it's too much of a hit. But maybe that's what I want. But really what I want is a flat white from Melbourne. But having said that, I love Spain, so don't be offended, okay? Don't be offended. You see, this is the thing with water bladder versus bottle. I'm just not dexterous enough to get that bottle from the side of my bag, so I'm just going to stay a little bit thirsty for a little while. But I think the town's up ahead, so, but yeah, I'm going to have to fix my water bladder, I think, because it has worked well for me. So yeah, if anyone sees a blue tube down the track and have picked it up, let me know. The miles are getting smaller and smaller. This has been a beautiful walk, 18 kilometers, 19 to Albergue Ranero from Sahagun. I recommend it. You come across a couple of villages where you can have your coffee and a bit of a bite to eat, and then you walk through several vegetation farming land. And this trail is so beautiful, soft on the feet, or soft in comparison to, say, the Zubiri descent, and lovely plane trees. These are the trees that line my own street back at home. Of course, my trees at home are like 4 times the size, more gnarly, more established, but the same leaves that drops. So all of this is very familiar, and they've got the same kind of spiky balls, right? Yeah, all the way, it's lined all the way into the village. I'm not too sure if this next village is the one that I'm gonna be able to put down my luggage. The issue I have at the moment is that I have got myself a bed that is not paid for on WhatsApp, but then it is a bed with bed bugs reports. So the other thing too is that I could just cancel, because I could cancel and stay at the Donativo. But if I'm going to cancel, I need to do it soon, because I don't want them to miss out on a customer. That said though, I don't want to chance bringing bed bugs to the next town, so a bit of a dilemma at the moment. I don't want to do the wrong thing, and I haven't stayed at Donativo, so I'm just going to balance it all up. Even if I have to pay for my bed at the bed bugs place and then stay at the Donativo, I'll do it. So let's have a think about that in the next 15 minutes. Here we are. I have just powered through, and I don't recommend powering anything through unless it's something like really taxing. 8 kilometers to Albergue Camino. Albergue Ranero, that's it. Oops. And heading into town now. That's a really interesting cross. Albergue Ranero. Why am I saying Albergue Ranero? Maybe that's why that lovely local man didn't understand me.
Hola.
Apple?
Toma.
Toma. Ah,
Toma.
muy bien. Oh, oh, gracias, señor.
De nada.
Oh, gracias.
Hala, lávala.
¿La
Allí, lávala, agua. Agua, manzana.
Oh, okay.
Allí.
Okay, gracias, señor.
Nada.
Gracias. Oh, what a lovely man. He's just given me an apple. He said for me to go and wash it. Yeah, I think that's... Oh my God, my Spanish is so good. Hola. Here you go. We're going to just punch this. Ooh. Ooh. My first apple from a tree in Spain. Oh, he's so lovely. Such beautiful farmers. I really want to leave this for later, I think, because I'm kind of full from that bocadillo, but I'm definitely going to eat this and honour all the farmers of Spain and all the food that I've been eating. Such a precious, beautiful apple. Look at that. He got me a really lovely one too. Oh, so lovely. Humans are kind. I'm here with Cass from the US, and she's travelling with...
Ben from Germany. Johannes from Germany.
And
Lucas from Germany.
oh my God, can I just say that as a group, you guys are so cool looking. Look at this. Can you get together, please?
All together.
All together.
Oh.
Because your gear,
You're one of us now. Come on, wifey.
your gear is awesome. Look at it. You are so fashion on the Camino. So Cass, tell me, how's your Camino experience so far?
It's great. It's
Yeah?
great. Yeah, having a lot of fun.
Yeah, and any sort of thoughts about, any advice on people who don't want to do the Camino because they're scared, but your
I
experience?
think people who are scared and want to do the Camino, I would say you just kind of have to overcome that little moment of fear, but then once you're here, it's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Okay, and tell me, what's your favorite piece of Camino gear?
Favorite piece of Camino gear, I'm gonna have to say, are my tevas. I love my tevas.
Yes. Why is
They're
that?
pretty and pink, and they
Yeah.
make my feet feel very comfy and free, and they're breathable. I love them. Yeah.
All right, so going around this group, one word to describe the Camino.
Oh, one word.
One word to describe the Camino. Come on, boys.
Magical.
Love it.
Okay. Hi there.
What? One word.
One word to describe the Camino, husband.
Your wife has requested one word. He's a man of many words, though.
Spiritual.
Oh, I love that. Okay, that's nice. I think you win heaps of friends with that.
Fortnite.
What's that?
It's a German word, I think.
Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Never mind.
Is that what you play every night in the Albergue?
Yeah.
Oh, dudes, okay. And you?
Yeah, providing, yeah.
Oh, providing. Oh, that's great. All right. Well, look, thank you. Thank you so much for speaking with me. I really appreciate it. I love seeing young people on the trail. There's heaps of old people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the wrinkles? Cute. This is the most beautiful water fountain. Love it. Life-saving. And hola. Beautiful church. Hello. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Ooh. Yes. Hi, beautiful. Oh, honey, you're so sweet. Thank you for coming over to say hello. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at the tail. Hello. There's no food there for you, young man or young lady or non-binary. Hello, hello, hello. Hello there. Oh, this beautiful crochet work. what is with the crochet? Is there something symbolic about it? I got a beautiful little crochet thing from Nora at the Albergue, Santa Cruz, and I wonder whether there is something significant aside from the fact that she made it with love and she gave it to me. What a gorgeous hospitalero. I will always treasure that. Here is how we actually line up for the Donativo. Here is the man himself, the man that the town is named after, Del Burgo, Fray Pedro el Burgo. And this is the Donativo. You basically give whatever you like. Normally a similar amount as you would in a private accommodation, just to make it nice, you know, because obviously they can't operate if it's got no cash to operate. So, oh, that's great. You see, this is what I want to do one day. Volunteer as a hospitalero. Look at this stonework. Beautiful. This lady has broken her poles and we've got very similar poles. Omelette sandwich from this morning. Need to figure out how to do water because now I've busted my water bladder. I'm not too sure what this says, but it's this is the Donativo that I'm staying at tonight. Not sure what it's saying, but something to do with culture, I guess. I really love the water fountain that you can find in villages, and I love that it's so rustic and kind of beat up, you know. This is probably the newest thing, but the other sections are really old, and this one's pretty nice. Rusty and rustic. What a beautiful apple that farmer gave me. Thank you so much, Senor. Maybe there is something to be said about being nice to pilgrims. You are doing what is the spirit of the Camino. Oh. Golden delicious. That's where it is. Golden delicious. That is so nice. So sweet. Amazing. I'm here with the gorgeous Sabine from Switzerland. She's one of my favorite pilgrims. Sabina, tell me, how's the Camino experience been for you so far?
So far, we have a little bit more than half of the way.
Yes.
So also, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And the same way, I'm a little bit sad.
Because?
Because it already goes.
Oh, because it's already halfway?
Yeah.
Oh.
We did more than half of the way.
Is this your first Camino?
No, it's my second one.
Oh.
Last year I did the one in from Portugal, Porto.
Yeah.
Portuguese one, and
Okay.
Finisterre.
And you went to Finisterre. Yes. Can you tell me what Finisterre is like?
Are you last? I'm waiting, no?
We're waiting, yes.
Waiting.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Yes, tell me about Finisterre.
Finisterre, for
Finisterre.
me, even this year I will go to Finisterre.
You must like it.
Because when I entered to Santiago at the cathedral, everything is wow, you know? It's like... But also it's so much...
You know, after see, you know?
You can have your backpack on the
Okay.
lane.
Yes, yes,
okay.
in the queue. That's right, the backpacks
Sorry,
in the queue.
I haven't seen this.
No problem, no problem, no problem. Yes.
No problem. Only no, just play.
No problem. Yes. So Sabina, tell me any tips, advice for people who might be considering the Camino for the first time, since you've already done 2 or nearly finished 2.
I think the biggest luxury you can have on the Camino, or you can offer to yourself, is enough time.
Oh, how true is that? That's very
Stop
profound.
wherever you want,
Yes.
to have coffee with people, to exchange, to go in your own flow, to stop when you're tired. I think it's important. It's one of the best for me to have enough time.
That is so true, actually. I think even like when they say what is luxury to you, I always think it's time, especially if you and health. You know, time and health. And so, but that is so true, because I find that sometimes the days are blurring, because I think obviously we have to hit at the next stage, you know, and you forget, you forget. Yeah.
And also when you have time, I think it's easier to listen to your body.
Yeah.
When something hurts.
Yeah.
So you take a break.
Yes.
When you are in a rush.
Yeah.
So you have to go on. So you can't listen to your body.
That's right. Now I know that earlier on you had a problem with your knee, was it, or your leg? You had to go to a physio. Was that you?
It was just for the
feet. Oh yeah. Is it okay now?
It's much more better.
That's
so,
good. Yes.
yeah.
So the tip is to have time. Yeah. Yeah. Good one. All right. Last question. What's your favorite pieces of gear, Camino pack list item?
On the pack list. It's not on the pack list.
Well,
it's the first coffee con leche in the morning after you started. That's my favorite.
See, Sabina is a lateral thinker, because that nobody would say that.
And also I like it when from time to time you can do your laundry by a wash machine.
Oh,
so
yes.
It smells nice, you know. It's like another favorite.
That's true. That's a bit of a luxury, isn't it? Yeah.
And also to be in your own rhythm. I think it's one of the favorites.
Yeah.
To walk in your own pace.
I love that. Okay, I know this is an extra question, but you don't have to answer it. But why are you doing the Camino? If it's personal, don't say it, because it's going on YouTube. But
no, this time I stopped my work in the kindergarten in July.
Isn't she? Wouldn't Sabina make a beautiful kindergarten teacher for you? I think so. Okay.
Because it's the system in Switzerland for families is for me not longer compatible with me, so I will change my work.
Oh, really?
That's one of the things I took with me on the Camino. To feel in, to think about, to listen to people, how I could go on to bring myself in this life the most, how can I say, the best way I could.
Oh, Sabine, that's amazing. It's a really good thing that you took the Camino to think through that, you know? Oh, so from teaching to something else. Oh, I wonder what that could be.
Me too.
Well, stay tuned. I'm going to try and keep in touch with this lovely girl. So, yes, that's great. Thank you so much for doing the interview. Oh, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name, for thou art a Montague. Answer? Your Shakespeare is terrible. That's one line only. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, which is already pale in her grief.
Just provide me with a spruce next time.
I love it. I'm very envious of your moon, which is your window, basically. How is the view up there?
It's lovely.
Yeah?
Flats.
Do you remember me?
No.
No.
From 2 years ago?
No. 14 days ago.
Okay, I wasn't here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Probably know what order you're in. There's room for all of you, so.
Love the version of their mats hand-drawn.
So there's two restaurants here. They each serve a pilgrim dinner. They like it if you let them know ahead of time so they know how much to cook. It's good, great.
Why did you guys want to volunteer to be a hospitalera?
Oh my goodness, that's a long answer.
Oh,
I want to
okay, yeah, sure.
I want to get back.
I love
We've done the Camino.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I understand that. Thank you. Thank you for that short answer. Yeah, yeah. So
This
you have
is
to take the
very
course. Let there be light. Oh, yes, some air. I'm in a window that looks at the park. That is so cool. This is my bed tonight. I'm right next to Sabine. This is the women's only room. That's good. So a lot of viewers wanted to find out what's in a typical kitchen, so I'm going to show you. So as a pilgrim, you can get plates here. Then you've got cups. There is detergent to wash. And here's a stove. Then you've got utensils and a microwave that's always there. Take what you need. Oh, okay, so this is a donativo. So you just basically use what is being put here. Pilgrims have eaten here and have left stuff, which is great. And then you've got utensils, which is very self-explanatory. Pans, coffee, cutlery. This is the box for the hospitality. You don't touch that. Really good fridge. This is where the washing machine is. And then you've got hot water for the tap, tea towels, and you wash your own dishes. So here it says the kitchen closes at 9 o'clock. But that's basically the kitchen. Here, I'm gonna take you.
Handbook, including art, archaeology, geology, history, folklore, saints' lives, flora, and fauna. So
I love that. Okay, thank you so much, Lennis.
And I'm just going to show you here, because it'll blow you away, this little town, what he talks about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Bruto.
Oh.
I know. We have our rules.
Hello, and Sabina. We're having, yes, Margaret's got washed hair today. We've got Josh coming, Sabina, and us. And we're having a very civilized dinner, aren't we? With like tablecloth and look at the wine glass. Sabina's already started, obviously, with her rosé. Margaret's had a huge mug of
He said to me,
vermouth.
what would you like? A big one, please.
Cheers, ladies. Salute! Salute!
Thank you for inviting me.
Because otherwise it's bad luck.
I heard the
Oh, ugly.
For the weather or to walk?
to walk into Lyon. I heard it's
We didn't hear.
Looking forward to this. There's always chips.
yes.